The Galactic Summit Hall floated in deep space, far from any star or planet. It was built as a place of peace, but today the air felt heavy. 5 alien commanders stood in a wide circle, their massive forms casting long shadows across the glowing floor. One by one, they began to speak. The first alien lifted his clawed hand and smiled with pride. He spoke about his empire's battleships, ships so large they blocked out suns. He said they had crushed rebel worlds in a single day. The hall filled with low sounds of fear from smaller species. The second commander laughed loudly. His fleet, he claimed, could tear planets apart from orbit. He showed holograms of burning systems and broken moons. No force in the galaxy can stop us, he said. The third, fourth, and fifth commanders followed. Each story was worse than the last. Entire civilizations erased. Fleets turned to dust. The aliens spoke with joy, not regret. To them, power was something to show off. Across the hall, the human delegation stood quietly. They did not interrupt. They did not argue. They did not even react. One alien noticed this and sneered. "Humans," he said, his voice sharp, "you have listened to true power. Now tell us, where are your battleships?" Soft laughter spread through the hall. The human leader stepped forward slowly. He was calm, almost relaxed. "Our ships are not here," he said. The aliens laughed louder. "Then you admit your weakness," one commander said. The human leader met their eyes. His voice stayed steady. "No," he replied. "We simply do not bring them to brag." He tapped a small control on his wrist. Far beyond the station, in empty space, a silent signal was sent. The lights in the hall flickered, and for the first time, the aliens stopped smiling. Rocket, the laughter slowly faded, but the aliens still looked confident. They believed the humans were bluffing. To them, silence was weakness, and calm was fear. The tallest alien commander stepped forward. With a sharp motion, he activated a massive hologram in the center of the hall. A gigantic battleship appeared, covered in thick armor and glowing weapons. "This is a Devourer-class ship," he said proudly. "It ends wars before they begin." The image shifted. Thousands of ships filled the space around it. "This fleet burned 12 star systems," he continued. "No enemy survived." Gasps spread through the hall. Another alien joined in. His hologram showed ships shaped like blades, moving at impossible speed. "My fleet does not conquer," he said calmly. "It erases. We strike, and history forgets you ever existed." One by one, the commanders display their fleets. Planet killers, sunbreakers, weapons designed to spread fear across the galaxy. Each story was told with pride. Each victory was celebrated. Smaller species lowered their heads. Some began to leave the hall. No one wanted to be noticed by such power. Still, the humans did not move. An alien commander noticed this and frowned. "Why are you not afraid?" he demanded. "Have you not seen what we can do?" The human leader answered softly, "We have." That only made the aliens laugh again. "Then you know resistance is useless," one commander said. "Your kind should accept its place." The human leader nodded slowly. "That is why," he said, "we asked for open space clearance." The words echoed through the hall. The laughter stopped. Sensors across the station suddenly came alive. Readings began to spike. Energy levels rose from a distant point in space, far beyond any known fleet path. An alarm chimed once, then twice. The alien commanders looked at each other, confusion replacing pride. Something was coming, and it was not listed in any galactic record. The Galactic Council hesitated. Open space clearance was rarely granted during a summit, especially after such bold claims. But curiosity was stronger than fear. Clearance approved, the council voice finally announced. The alien commanders exchanged confident looks. One of them laughed again. "So this is it," he said, "a final act to save face." The human delegation said nothing. A large viewing window opened across the hall, revealing endless black space. No fleets, no stars, just silence. Seconds passed, then more seconds. The aliens began to relax. Some shook their heads, already bored. "Is this your great reveal?" one commander mocked. "Empty space. The human leader remained still. Suddenly, a technician shouted from the control ring. Energy spike detected. Multiple screens lit up at once. Numbers climbed fast, too fast. The readings made no sense. The energy was massive, but there was no visible source. Alien sensors tried to lock on. They failed. Impossible, one commander whispered. Nothing can hide that much power. The space outside the station seemed to bend. Not violently, but smoothly, like water moving around a heavy object. Lights across the hall dimmed. Gravity fluctuated for a brief moment, making several aliens stumble. Fear crept in quietly. Shut it down, one alien ordered. This is a trick. But the humans had not moved. The distortion grew stronger. Stars behind it stretched into thin lines. The blackness deepened, becoming thick and heavy. Then a shape began to form. It was not sudden. It did not explode into view. It arrived calmly, as if space itself was making room. A massive shadow emerged from the distortion. No weapons fired. No engines roared. The alien commanders stared in silence. Their proud fleets, their planet killers, their legends. None of them matched the scale of what was arriving. A low alert echoed through the hall. Unidentified structure detected, the system announced. Size unknown. The human leader finally spoke. It has heard you, he said quietly, and it is answering. The shadow outside the station grew larger and larger still. It did not rush. It did not threaten. It simply arrived, as if it had always been there and space was only now noticing it. Alien sensors screamed with errors. Range could not be measured. Mass could not be calculated. Energy output showed nothing, and then everything at once. The systems tried again and failed again. This is impossible, one alien commander whispered. His voice had lost all pride. The shape finally became clear. It was a single human battleship. Not a fleet. Not an armada. One ship, but it was vast. Its surface was smooth and dark, marked with faint lines that glowed softly like distant stars. No visible weapons. No spinning engines. No heat trails. It looked calm, almost peaceful. That frightened the aliens more than any weapon ever could. Compared to it, the alien battleships shown earlier felt small. Fragile. Outdated. One commander stepped back. Where are its cannons? He asked. Where is its power core? The answer came from the sensors. Everywhere. The ship was wrapped in controlled energy, layered and stable. It did not leak power. It did not waste motion. It existed with purpose. This technology is forbidden, another alien said. No species should be able to build this. The human leader finally moved. He stood straight and faced the viewing window. We did not build it to impress, he said calmly. We built it to endure. An alien officer shouted, All fleets, lock weapons now. But no one obeyed. Their targeting systems could not lock on. The ship was there, clearly visible, yet untouchable, as if it existed slightly outside their reality. The human leader turned back to the room. You asked where our battleships were, he said. He paused. This, he continued, is only one. Silence filled the hall. For the first time in generations, the galaxy had no response. Fear spread through the summit hall like a slow wave. The 5 alien commanders no longer stood tall. Their eyes were fixed on the human battleship, and none of them spoke. The human leader broke the silence. We did not come to threaten, he said. His voice was steady, almost gentle. You showed us your strength. It is only fair we show you ours. One alien commander swallowed hard. That ship alone could end empires, he said. Why bring it here? To prevent that, the human replied. At the request of the council, a distant dead moon was chosen for demonstration. It was lifeless, empty, and far from any trade route. No fleets were near it. The human battleship shifted slightly. No cannons opened. No lights flashed. A soft ripple moved through space. Sensors across the station went wild. Energy readings spiked and then vanished. The viewing screens focused on the moon. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the moon simply disappeared. It did not explode. It did not break apart. It was erased, leaving only empty space where it once existed. Gasps filled the hall. Some aliens collapsed into their seats. Others turned away, unable to look. "This is not a weapon of war," the human leader said quietly. "It is a shield." An alien commander trembled. "If this is a shield," he asked, "what does your sword look like?" The human leader paused. That pause felt heavier than any threat. "This ship," he finally answered, "is not our strongest." The word struck harder than the demonstration itself. The alien fleets shut down their weapon systems one by one. Pride vanished. Fear took its place. For the first time, the galaxy understood something important. Humanity did not rule through noise or threats. It ruled through restraint. The summit hall remained silent long after the moon was gone. No one argued. No one boasted. The 5 alien commanders stood still, their earlier pride reduced to memory. One of them finally stepped forward and lowered his head. It was a gesture rarely seen among his kind. "The Council withdraws all expansion claims," he said slowly. "We acknowledge humanity as a balancing power." The words echoed across the chamber. The human leader nodded once. "We did not come to conquer," he replied, "only to be understood." Formal messages were sent across the galaxy within minutes. Fleets changed course. Invasions were canceled. Borders were redrawn without a single shot fired. The human battleship remained outside the station, silent and watchful. It did not chase fleeing fleets. It did not move closer. Its presence alone was enough. A council historian began recording the event. "Today," she said, "marks the end of the age of boasting." The human leader turned to leave. Before he reached the exit, one alien commander asked quietly, "Why did you stay silent for so long?" The human paused. "Because," he said, "those who speak first are often the weakest." He left the hall. The viewing window slowly closed, hiding the battleship from sight. But its shadow remained in every mind present. From that day on, humanity's name was no longer spoken with laughter. It was spoken with caution and with respect. Far across the stars, new stories began to spread, not of destruction, but of a species that never bragged, yet carried the power to end everything. Humanity had revealed its true strength.